And I also wanted to do a little bit of a show and tell. I've had a lot of emails and stuff with people asking questions. One of the questions was, do I get high from the Rick Simpson oil? The answer is no. Physically, I can feel that it's in my system, but as far as like a psychoactive effect or feeling any bit of high, I don't. I do know other people that are medical patients, legal medical patients that have taken it, that, you know, have a different effect, whereas it does affect them more psychoactive. But I guess, you know, kind of like Rick says, everybody's different, but most people that do take it, they're able to step up their doses, and they're, you know, over time, they just don't feel the psychoactive effect. Anyways, I wanted to, another question was, people had asked about hemp seed oil and the Rick Simpson oil. I think they're a little confused, thinking that it's the same thing that comes from, say, the hemp seeds. Anyways, you know, although the hemp seed is great, this is not the oil that we're talking about that comes from, you know, macerated seeds of the hemp seeds. The oil that we're talking about comes from the actual flowers of the hemp plant, or marijuana, cannabis. And we use like a solvent. That was another part of the question that somebody had asked me about using isopropyl alcohol, how they had a concern about, you know, there still being isopropyl, some of the solvent materials in there and whatnot. Basically, when I make my oil, I prefer, you know, to make my own. You know, it's better that way. You're able to control, you know, what you're getting and purity and whatnot. Anyways, when I make it, I like to use Everclear, or, you know, you could use also any extremely strong grain like a moonshine. But Everclear I like to use, that's 95% alcohol, 190 proof. It works really well. But again, be very careful if you use this stuff. It is very highly explosive, it's dangerous, and you should never do this indoors. You should always, you know, do it outdoors. Anyways, I also had, let's see, I guess I can show you again. I got a little bit of oil here. After we take and you soak this in the Everclear, and then you strain it off, and you know, put it through a strainer, and then you cook off the alcohol. You're left with this oil. I suggest, if you're going to make this oil, that you go on to Rick Simpson's website. It's got a how-to-do guide on how to make the oil. You can go to that site. It's www.phoenixtears.ca. Anyways, I also had some more things to show you. Hemp milk. I quit drinking regular milk. Now all I drink is hemp milk, and I feel great. I don't have all that, you know, the upset stomach, and I guess I was becoming a little bit lactose intolerant. A lot of people do when they get a little bit older. Anyways, I suggest you try the hemp milk. It's wonderful stuff. It's got a lot of omega-3s and omega-6s, and it tastes great. Kind of a little nutty flavor to it. Yeah, and then I have another thing I want to tell people about. I'm feeling pretty good that this stuff is going to help me with my AIDS. Recently, we put it on a cold sore, and my partner here, his cold sore was gone in a couple of hours. The swelling in his lip was gone, and let's see, within a day, all there was just a tiny scab. Within 3 days, it was totally gone. I've also used it for the same thing, and it's worked really similar for me. I've also used it on warts, and, you know, and it works really good. Prior to 1937, you know, it was the third most prescribed medication. It was in everything from wart removers, corn removers, creams, foods. It was just in everything that we used. But anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for all your wonderful comments, your emails, and all your reposting. That's so important to get the word out. And again, I'll keep everybody updated on how I'm doing. And anyways, again, happy Mother's Day. One love to everybody. Peace and pot. Everybody have a good day. Thank you. Bye.